Ladies and gentlemen, shh. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we serve dinner, we'll get a few more of the formalities out of the way first. So if I can kindly ask you to put your hands together for our first speaker this afternoon, father of the bride, Mr. Alan Burnham.
Thank you very much. On behalf of my wife Kathleen and myself, Murray's parents, Ian and Olive, and the happy couple Christy and Murray, can I say what a pleasure it is to welcome the friends and relatives of both families to share this very special day. Some of you have travelled considerable distances to be here, including Canada, Dubai, Denmark and the Shetlands. However, you are all here because you have played some part in the lives of Christy and Murray over the years, not least by being here to celebrate this happy occasion today. There is also a number of people who I wish could have been here, but I'm sure they are keeping an eye on proceedings from afar. And as you can see, they have put in a good word for the weather today. As you can see, all your tables are named after Grand National winners. Christy and Murray thought this would be a special tribute to Granda Proctor, as he loved to stay with the family around, putting a pound on their favourite horses. The names of the horses are winners in years, which also have a special meaning to Christy and Murray. Now, it is one of my duties to say how beautiful all the girls on the top table are looking today, and I'm sure you will agree how radiant Christy is looking today. But I must also mention that Kathleen and Olive have polished up nae bad as well. A lot of work has been invested, hair, nails, makeup, etc. But girls, you're both looking gorgeous. And for the bridesmaids, Diane, Laurie and Ailey, the three of you are looking stunning, and hopefully I'll get a dance off you later. Now, they say to keep your speech short. So all I need to say today, Christy, is the golden child. That's me finished. As your brother and cousins will remember, this has been your family nickname all your life. But today, I think we need to elaborate just a wee bit more. Christy was born on the 26th of August 1982 in Aberdeen and taken home to Pentland Place, from where we moved to Wallace Crescent, our first family home, then on to Morven Crescent, where Christy went to Buchanhaven Primary School. And Christy was always praised by our primary school teachers as being the perfect pupil. Now, Christy, looking back over the years, your mum and I remember you as a very happy, content baby. You always had a cheeky grin and those big rosy cheeks. Like all the Peterhead bairns, whenever you went out in your pram, you wore the traditional pink bobbled hats, always knitted for the bairns in Peterhead. Well, we were very lucky that with your Granny Grace and your aunties working at Mina's wool shop, we were well supplied with them. Oh, by the way, Mum's got a bag of pink and blue hats up aloft. I think we've got an idea if it's just keeping them for. Growing up, you enjoyed a variety of things in life, and I've always found it easy to make friends. You were very sporty and outgoing, and would try anything from horse riding, skydiving, scuba diving, and now just the odd game of rugby. Then it was on to Peterhead Academy, but by then you had another interest. No, it was no boys, horses. At a young age, you had a love of horses. Magpie the Shetland pony was your first, then Barney, Merlin, Fudge, Manolito and Sparky. You would go straight from school, out to feed and muck them out every night, and most weekends you'd be away to gymkhanas, where you always did very well and came home with many rosettes, which were always proudly displayed in your bedroom. As Christy reminded me, I wasn't a horsey person, but as we remember back one day, down on the beach, you all got me on the back of Cuddles. Not knowing the correct way to sit on a horse, my legs and arms were straight out, and he took off heading towards the sea. And pulling as hard as I could, he just wouldn't stop. And to say, you were all in fits of laughter, and I never went on another horse. Back to your academy days. You seemed to pick up subjects very quickly and achieved great exam results, which resulted in a place at Robert Gordon's University in Aberdeen, where you decided to do science and biomedical science. This led to gaining work as a chemist with Champion Technology and becoming a North Sea tigress, working offshore in the rigs. This we know you enjoyed, having a banter with all the bears. Whilst working at Champion, you always strived for promotion, and it wasn't long in coming, now in your present job as an accounts manager for all the chemicals used by C&R. Well done to you. But your next achievement, I think, has topped everything gone before. Being selected to play for Scotland at the Touch Rugby World Cup in Edinburgh this year, where you not only played well, but you picked up the Most Valuable Player award for the tournament. Amazing in your first year. I think we would make a toast now. Well done, Christy. Now, Murray. I first met Murray about 5 years ago when going to visit Christy at Rayburn Place. This lad was just about to leave. Christy introduced to me as Murray, so I greeted him, shook his hand, and to my surprise, the next thing he said was, "You wouldn't mind giving me a push, would you? My car when I start." Well, I'll always help anyone I can. With a bit of laughter on both sides, we got him going, and off he went. But as I'm sure all fathers are, I was very protective over my daughter and thought that nobody was good enough for her. But Murray soon changed my views one day. He had the option either to go to the pub for a few beers, then on to watch his team Aberdeen at Pittodrie with a group of pals, or go and help one of his other pals who had just got a new flat to do some plastering. And good on Murray, he chose the plastering. Good lad. Right away, I thought, that's the lad for Christy. Then simply by getting to know him a little more, I knew he was a good man, a hard worker, and would take care of my daughter. For yous that don't already, this is for yous that don't already know, he's also a wee bit of a Jamie Oliver in the kitchen. Nothing for him to turn out a hot chili chicken stir fry if you're invited over. He makes Christy extremely happy, and I'm sure Christy makes him just as happy in return. After seeing all this, what more can a father ask than for his daughter to be happy with a great man, and a man I welcome to the family with warmly open arms? I would like to make a toast to Murray. I'm nearly there, folks. Last one. I have one special message from someone who couldn't make it today. Megan. She asked me to pass on her best wishes to use both on this special day and not to forget her doggy bag. I would like to say a big thank you to Christy's beautiful bridesmaids, Diane, Laurie and Ellie, for performing their duties today and for all their hard work in organising Christy's pre-wedding surprises like hen parties, etc. Without all their hard work, these important events wouldn't have taken place. And finally, here's to love, laughter and happily ever after as Christy and Murray start their new life. Let's toast the new husband and wife, Murray and Christy. Murray and Christy.